I'm Dave Christy, a commerce solution architect at Altudo with over 10 years experience in optimizing digital commerce channels for businesses. Today I'm going to talk about product recommendations and the role they play in increasing your website's conversions. It's common practice for an e-commerce business to look for ways to increase conversion rates. Now that we have many solutions, I'll say, in the market offering different AI-powered product recommendations, you can easily add personalized product recommendations to help you boost your sales, improve customer satisfaction, and build loyalty on your sites. So first, let's dive deeper on what defines a great AI-powered product recommendations experience. The engine should consider the shopper's individual needs and interests when making recommendations. That's pretty obvious. So let's take an example. So for example, if you're a customer who regularly buys women's clothing, an AI-powered product recommendation system, should consider that when making recommendations. So it should be recommending products specifically tailored for women's clothing in that category set. Now, on the other hand, if you're a customer who only buys men's clothing, the system would recommend products specifically tailored to men's clothing, right? Makes sense. A lot of times, though, standard platforms aren't doing that. So in other words, AI-powered product recommendations are meant to be much more specific and tailored to the individual customer than a traditional product recommendation engine. So now that we know what makes a great experience, I'd like to explore how AI product recommendations will work in one of these engines that we're commonly using. So an AI-powered product recommendation engine will work by taking into account the customer's individual needs and interests, right? With this information being used to recommend products that are relevant to the shopper through its AI generation process. Now, the first step it needs to do, though, is to collect data about the shopper. That shopper data can come from a variety of sources through browsing history, search history, purchase history, or even demographic information. So once this data is collected, it's fed into the AI algorithm. So this algorithm then will analyze the data and identify patterns for that specific shopper based on what it sees. Now, based on these patterns, the algorithm will make recommendations to the customer. Those product recommendations are displayed to the customer then on the website or app. Now, AI-powered product recommendations can have a significant impact on conversion rates, and let's talk about why we believe that. And that's because they're really highly relevant to the individual customer when you're providing those recommendations, since the engine intelligently is considering the customer's unique needs and interests when making recommendations. Now, this is where that relevancy is vital, right? So we have read studies where they report that relevant product recommendations can increase conversion rates by up to 30%. It's a pretty solid number. Will everybody get 30%? No, but you are going to see an increase by doing this. On to the opposite, irrelevant product recommendations can decrease sales, right? So another study we saw, 74% of respondents said they would be less likely to buy from a company if they were shown irrelevant product recommendations. So in other words, if you want to increase conversion rates, it's pretty clear. You need to ensure that your product recommendations are relevant to your customers. And that's precisely what you're going to get from an AI-powered solution for product recommendations, among many other things. And that will help you really move your bar and move your needle there. Now, AI-powered product recommendations are a powerful tool that can help you increase conversion rates. They're relevant to the individual customer and consider the customer needs and interests. So you're probably missing out on converting more sales if you're not using an AI-powered product recommendation. So if you're looking for a way to improve your conversion rates, AI-powered product recommendations are a great place to start. Now, with that also said, it probably makes sense to what your SKU count is. People ask me that often. It's probably 1,000 or more SKUs would make sense for something like that. So be sure to check out one of our workshops where one of our e-commerce experts will create a strategy for implementing an AI-powered product discovery experience for you. And that will include really a roadmap for how we can ultimately power your product recommendations through the experience.